Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We talking Ben Simmons again, man. Oh, man, I gotta tell you, man. It's like I love what I do on YouTube, but sometimes I get tired of talking about the same thing. But this Ben Simmons thing just won't go away, and I have to address it. It's like crack, man. But overall, man, I'm so tired of this whole Ben Simmons situation, man. I'm little bootsy tired.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Listen, I'm more tired than Jeremy Lin was in that interview that time, y'all.
You know, it's the thing. It's you know, I don't. It's, you know, I don't know, man.
You know what? Scratch tired. I'm more frustrated, man. Every time I hear someone promote Ben Simmons on a Spurs page, I'm more frustrated than D-Rob was that time with that referee.
And now Robinson is angry. Robinson is incensed. I've never seen.
Okay, I'm not that frustrated. But overall, man, I'm irritated because of the hypocrisy behind people wanting Ben Simmons. It's the hypocrisy, y'all. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Okay, I'll jump straight into the video. Now, one of the reasons why I decided to make this video was because I am a fan through and through. So I spend a lot of time on the forums, spend a lot of time on social media with my ear to the ground, and I see what people post. I hear what they say, you know, some of the complaints about our young Spurs team, and they're valid complaints. Don't get me wrong. You get what I'm saying? But now that Ben Simmons is in the mix, people are overlooking things just for a big name. I feel like most Spurs fans just want a big name. They want the buzz to come back to San Antonio without really looking at the situation objectively. You get what I'm saying? So they're contradicting themselves. It's a high level of hypocrisy, especially when you think about comparing Ben Simmons to DeJounte Murray. And I don't want to make this into a Ben Simmons versus DeJounte video. That's not what this is. This is just my first point. I got other points to back up my claim about hypocrisy. So stay with me. Just stick with me. You get what I'm saying? Now, one of the things I've heard about Murray all season long is that he lacks consistency. He's not consistent with his scoring. He's not consistent with his play. He can't shoot the three. You know, he hasn't done anything yet. He's been in the league for 5 years, hasn't done anything. I hear all these things about Murray, and some of that criticism is valid because he did have somewhat of a breakout season last season, but the years before that, he's been kind of finding his way. So he probably have to string a couple of those seasons together for me to make a huge argument. But I'm like, how can you tell someone that DeJounte's 15.7, I'm just going to go ahead and say 16 points per game, 7 rebounds and 5 assists is garbage, and then promote a guy who's making double the money and averaging 14, 7 and like 7. You get what I'm saying? That's ridiculous to me. That's absolutely ridiculous. And again, this isn't a video to promote Murray. I'm just talking about the gap in expectation we have for these players. You get what I'm saying? How can one player average almost identical rebounds, average a little less assists, average almost 2 points more a game, and be a total disappointment, and then another guy be the savior? That doesn't make sense to me, and that's what irritates me. And that's the hypocrisy of the situation. It's like we're giving Ben Simmons a pass because of his potential, because of his big name, because of things he's done over the years in the past. Now, currently Ben Simmons is, his stock is down. His stock is down as is, and we got to treat it as such. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? And I've said this in other videos. I understand that his ceiling is higher than Murray. I understand his talent level is higher than Murray. I get it. But at the same time, when you factor all these things in, you have to want to be at the top. You got to want to push towards your ceiling. And that's the problem with Ben Simmons. He hasn't shown he wants to do that. You get what I'm saying? And I hear the arguments about him being, such a great defensive player and him being such a good visionary on the court. But when I look at the numbers, they're not really that different. You get what I'm saying? Almost identical rebound numbers between him and Murray. Almost identical steal numbers between him and Murray. In a lot of instances, Murray played 9 more games than Ben Simmons did. But a lot of instances, his totals are much higher than Ben Simmons. You get what I'm saying? And again, this is someone who's making double the amount, $30+ million versus Murray's $15 million for almost the identical production. You get what I'm saying? Even if he clicks and does what he's done in the past, you're looking about paying $35 million a year for a guy getting you 17, 8, and 8. You get what I'm saying? Those are fairly close numbers to Murray. Now, I don't know. Murray may lay an egg this season. That remains to be seen. Who knows? But currently, just looking at it, I think it's hypocritical to have the gap. Ben Simmons can't be the savior and Murray can't be the lapdog. You get what I'm saying? You can still say Ben Simmons is better, but the gap, y'all, that's what's irritating about all of this. The gap is ridiculous. And I hear about Ben Simmons being better with the basketball. Although you look at the numbers, he averaged 3 turnovers a game almost. The Murray's 1.7. Don't get me wrong. That's understandable for a person who has the ball in his hand as much as Ben Simmons. I get that. But if he's such a great visionary, why is he only averaging 6.9 assists per game when Murray is averaging 5.4? And trust me, Murray has to work on his court vision. I'm the first to tell you that. But when you think about it, if Ben Simmons is this great visionary and Murray is sloppy with the ball, why is that stat so close? Why is that so close? Especially when Simmons is playing with a giant like Embiid in the paint. You could throw him the ball, that'd get you 3 assists a game right there. So again, it's just the hypocrisy of the situation that irks me. Another aspect of hypocrisy that irks me is that a lot of the same people that hate Kawhi Leonard and the way he left San Antonio, I'm talking about hate, H-A-T-E. I'm not talking about being like myself who wish he would have handled things better, wish we could have handled things different way, wish we could have worked things out. I'm talking about hate this dude. I'm talking about laugh at the fact that this dude is getting slammed online, death threats, and, laughing at stupid stuff like that. These same folks want Ben Simmons. They hate Kawhi for quitting on the Spurs. Well, you about to pick up a guy that quit on the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? They hate Kawhi for not communicating with his teammates. Well, you about to pick up a guy who won't even return his teammates' phone calls for the most part. He won't even meet with them for them to try to pitch, him staying. He won't even listen to anyone in the Sixer organization to pitch him staying, to mend things between the team and himself, okay? And again, I've said this in other videos. It ain't like Ben Simmons didn't play like garbage in the playoffs. That's what trips me out about him. If he had a decent playoff performance, if he did what he did in the regular season and had maybe the 14, 7 and 7 assists or something like that, maybe I give him a pass. But he was complete garbage. He was garbage to his standards. He was garbage. Missing layups, 30% from the free throw line, scared to take shots, only taking 5 shots per game, not being aggressive. You get what I'm saying? So he's not actually he's not owning up to his own deficiencies, okay? And a lot of people say the same exact thing about Kawhi Leonard. You get what I'm saying? That he didn't communicate with the team. He didn't communicate with his teammates. He only thought about himself. And here we are promoting to death. I'm talking, my ears are bleeding when I read some of this stuff on the internet. Hear some of this stuff on the internet. We want Ben Simmons. Jimmy Butler told us 2-3 years ago that Ben Simmons, he didn't use his name, but that Ben Simmons was trash. That his work ethic was trash. That he didn't want it enough. That's why he left Philadelphia. You see what I'm saying? Now here we are again. Same problems with Ben Simmons. Working on his shot. He's out with supermodels more than he's in the gym. He's not putting the work in. He's not taking onus. He's acting like a diva here and there. We're seeing the same things that we're mad at Kawhi for, that people are still butthurt over Kawhi about, which I will say this. I do think Kawhi was being a diva, but I do think the Spurs organization got comfortable too. I think we got a little comfortable and thought we can like replace Kawhi quicker than we have. You get what I'm saying? So, but that's a video for another day. But again, back to the hypocrisy. We are mad at Kawhi, and Ben Simmons is showing the same type of traits, the same type of energy, the same type of diva mentality. You see what I'm saying? So why are we killing Kawhi even to this day, but we promoting getting Ben Simmons? It's because we're thirsty for a big name. We're thirsty for some news to hit San Antonio. And I understand that. But at what cost? Let's be consistent with our young players. Let's be consistent with our ideologies. Let's be consistent. And that's what this video is about. Being consistent. Consistency is important, y'all. And don't get me wrong. If you're one of these fans that just want to roll the dice on Ben Simmons and hope that it works, say we don't got nothing to lose, really, you get what I'm saying? Then this video isn't for you. I'm talking about the people who won't even admit that there's a level of hypocrisy going on. I'm talking about the people who, bash Murray all season long about not shooting the three, but now are so in love with a guy in Ben Simmons that only took 10 threes and only made 3 of them. Okay? Stuff like that irks me. You get what I'm saying? This is what this video is about. Not everyone that wants Ben Simmons is in that boat. But that's it for this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this whole topic. Be honest with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.